Hello everyone, the 13 Scale here, also known as Scale, and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We are still in this whole DL6 incident trial. Okay, I did read the case summary. The case summary that's on page 1. Look what's written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. That's a lie. The bullet in Gregory Edgeworth's heart. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. Oh, the casing! Right? The casing would be discovered on the scene if it had popped out of the... Yeah, because that's what happens with... Hi, do you want to get down? Okay, look. Sweetie, we're not playing this game. So yeah, anyway, that's something that happens with semi-automatics, is that... reverb going on. Jesus. Okay. Anyway, that is something that happens with semi-automatics, is that, you know, there's a hole in the side of the gun where, you know, you check and clear to make sure that there's not one already in there, and then the casing shoots out of it. When you're, oh my God, stop. Just lay down. Go back to sleep. So the casing just shoots right out of it. But the other thing to keep in mind is you don't want to, when you're pulling that back to take a look in there, keep your hand away from the hole that shoots out of, because you will get pinched. I have been pinched. It is not a good experience. Nothing like saying that I got bit by a purple glitter Taurus. Because a little old lady with arthritis was struggling with it. Anyway. So yeah, why isn't there casing? But they determined that Yanni didn't do it. So yeah, the shooter had to have been from outside, which is how it would have been Von Karma. He does have a point. I'm gonna make you face the other direction in a minute here, Cat. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. That's a lie. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet a hole in the door. Nothing was found inside. What about outside? Order. I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. What if it's in Yanni Yogi's body? So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claims. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Let me take a look-see here. Yeah, it still has clear ballistic markings. I mean, do we still have the gun from the murder? It's a murder weapon. I can't imagine that would just be gone. Is there any more information in this? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
Huh? I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong. Bullshit. What about outside?
Nick!
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all of my conjectures are for nothing.
No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. There we go. I should put that a little higher. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that the 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot.
But now, I was wrong to think it would be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick!
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime, and that shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No, I do not. So, you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Objection? Please? Yes, I did.
Oh no. He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I do! I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank and I can't find the words.
I have an objection. Mr. Wright?
I object, Your Honor. Your Honor, I object.
You got nothing, do you? Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Oh crap. You Phoenix!
Nick! I don't know, his case is perfect. Oh no.
It must exist. The second bullet. Huh? What? What? What did you just say?
Nothing!
The second bullet must exist? But where? Someone took it. Oh. Plot twist, alright. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Actually, wait, Your Honor.
The second bullet. It existed. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist.
No, you didn't.
You just heard that the case... Okay, fine. I realize that, Your Honor. Really grasping here. It's just... someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But... who? The murderer. The murderer. Then tell us, who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. That's not what you want to hear in court. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? To cover up his involvement in the case. Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? Yeah, he had to find it to prove he didn't do it or something. I don't know. Are you ready to leave, Edgar? Thank you for your patience.
Of course there was a need. That's why they took it.
What possible reason could they have had?
Because they know it's evidence. Well, the reason that the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is the bullet would be proof. Maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof.
Proof?
To be fair, the murder did occur within a courthouse. So they would be thinking about court-based proceedings, evidence, and a trial. Especially after they just witnessed one. It was a special bullet, so they took it with them.
If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
Not necessarily. No, not necessarily if they were looking for the sole purpose of trying to frame a specific person for murder.
Why would they only take one of the two shots fired?
Oh, right. Well, I know why.
Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you.
I did.
This isn't going so well. Oh.
Why would the murderer have spent that time looking for a stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take the bullet. You don't want to admit, but it's true.
Had to take it. Oh, had to take it? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene.
But the murderer had to take the bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean?
Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet hit the murderer. Oh, he didn't take it with him intentionally. The murderer got shot by the thrown gun.
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? That's a valid reason. Wait a second. I'm just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime?
Yeah, I guess that's how it would work, yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed.
Because neither of them were the murderer.
So that would mean
that the murderer came from outside, yes. There it is. We got it. I got it.
Done.
Not to mention, yeah, the angle isn't right. If it was the one that was for that hole, then it would have shot Yanni. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet shoots through the glass, through the elevator door, and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then, the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside, shooting them both. Oh, well, not both, just the one.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell that you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
Don't call me out like that.
What are you saying? Deny it. Deny it. No one involved with this incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
I disagree. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. Do we have records of anyone that checked into the hospital at the time? Can we procure those? He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh. I just thought of something really crazy. Oh, crazy. All right. Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Okay, hold on. I'm getting feedback and it's just killing me. Okay. No, I don't remember what he said at all, actually. God, okay. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. that he took time off. This man wouldn't take time off for anything. The only thing he would take time off for is recovering from a medical anomaly. That checks so much. What the hell is this feedback? I gotta figure out what's causing feedback. All right. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. As an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Oh, yeah. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it off because he was injured? Which would mean... It could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. I figured that because why else would he want people dead? Not like any of them harmed his records. I think a little. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma.
Oh, man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed.
No, not at all, Your Honor. In fact, I could probably wrap this up right quick.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. So come on, say it now. Say it now. Your Honor? There is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
The what?
It's Mr. Von Karma.
Von Karma?
What?
Everybody froze. You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there? Bah. You don't object.
He owns it.
I see no need. Why... Honor? Oh, why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objections?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming I took the vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would need surgery, no? Where did I undergo the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick, let's find out who this doctor is.
It's no use.
Edgeworth.
I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave any clues. He probably didn't even undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness.
Nobody's that perfect. He's still got the bullet in him. Oh my God, he's pulling an Andrew Jackson. He's serving his term with both bullets from the Civil War in him. Civil War? No. That was a different war. He's still got the bullets in him. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he left the bullet in. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Depending on the angle you can, it's just not a good idea. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? It's still in his body. Probably in his shoulder. Have him strip.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence that I was shot?
Do I have evidence? Impossible to prove. It'd be impossible to find the doctor who operated on Von Karma now, even if Von Karma did undergo surgery.
It seems that you have finally come to your senses.
No, it's still in your body.
You realize the truth. You can't prove something that didn't happen.
Nick! The court record. There must be something. Where, buddy? Where? Court record? What could be in there? There's no time. I better think on it as I go. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll use evidence. I know just how much you like that. Oh, God.
What?
The evidence that proves that Von Karma was shot. There's right hand. Not that. I don't even know if that bullet would do anything. No. Oh my god, is that the same gun? Yeah, that looks like the same gun. I don't... I'm gonna have to figure this out next time. I have no idea what it could be. Either way, it's all the time that we've got for this episode. Remember to drink water, eat a food, and take your pills if you haven't. I hope I figure this out by next time. Take care, everybody.